श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवसादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे. Quickly, let's do the six Shastakam prayers too. If anybody has the prayer link, please do share on the screen. I'm giving you share permissions while I get started. Sila Shastakam prayers by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. चेतोदर्पणमर्जनं भवमहादावाग्निर्वापनं श्रेयः कैरवचन्द्रिका वितरणं विद्यावधूजीवनम् आनन्दाम्बुदिवर्धनं प्रतिपदं पूर्णामृतास्वादनं सर्वात्मा स्नपनं परं विजयते श्रीकृष्णसङ्कीर्तनं नामकारि बहुधा निज सर्वशक्तिस्तत्रार्पिता नियमिता स्मरणेन कालः एतादृशी तव कृपा भगवन् ममापि दुर्दैवमीदृशम् इह जनेनानुरागः तृणादपि सुनीचेन तरोरपि सहिष्णुना अमानेन मानदेन कीर्तनीय सदा हरिः न धनं न जनं न सुन्दरीं कवितां वा जगदीश कामये मम जन्मनीश्वरे भवताद् भक्तिरहैतुकी त्वयि अयि नन्दतनुजा किङ्करं पतितां मां विषमे भवाम्बुध कृपया तव पादपङ्कजस्थितधूलि सदृशं विचिन्तया नयनं गलदश्रुधारया वदनं गद्गदरुद्धया गिरा पुलकैर्निचितं वपु कदा तव नाम ग्रहणे भविष्यति युगायितं निमिषेण चक्षुषा प्रावृषायितं शून्यायितं जगत्सर्वं गोविन्दविरहेण मे आश्लिष्य वा पादरतां विनष्टु माम् अदर्शनां मर्महतां करोतु वा यथा तथा वा विदधातु लम्पटो मत्प्राणनाथस्तु स एव नापरः प्रभुराशिक्षाष्टकश्लोका ये पडे शुने कृष्णे प्रेमा भक्ति धारावाडे दिने दिने हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, welcome, good morning everyone. We'll continue with reading the theme of the year, which is Krishna is everywhere. So based on this theme, we are trying to understand the verses from Bhagavad Gita chapter 7 and chapter 10. We selected those verses where Krishna is saying where he is manifesting around us so that we can remember him on a daily basis, because the places where Krishna is saying that he is manifesting and those things that Krishna is saying that he's the best, the things that we commonly encounter in our life, which should actually help us to remember Krishna more than what we are as of now. The goal of this series or this sessions or this theme of the year is to enable us to become more Krishna conscious. So, with that said, we have covered chapter 7, verse 8, 9, and 10, and we have covered chapter 10, text 20 also. With these 4 verses, how many items of remembering Krishna did we learn so far? Does anybody remember? And can they list at least a few in sequence starting from chapter 7, text 8? It should not take so long. Yes, Aviral, tell us a few verses, few things that you learned from chapter 7, text 8.
From chapter 7, text 8, Krishna says that he's the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable in the Vedic mantras, and the sound and ether and ability in man.
Sound and ether, everything. So totally 5 there, correct? Or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? If you count sunshine and moonshine as separate things, isn't it? Do you all agree?
Yeah.
Totally 6. Thank you so much, Aviral. Can you also recite the verse? Close your eyes and recite the verse for us.
रसोऽहमप्सु कान्तेय प्रभास्मि शशिसूर्ययोः प्रणव सर्ववेदेषु शब्दखे पौरुषं नृषु.
Awesome. Very good. Good job. Next, who wants to recite or at least tell us what is there in chapter 7, text 9? Yes, Supreet. Aviral, you can lower your hand, beta.
Should I recite or should I
You can do both as you wish in whatever sequence.
Okay. पुण्यो गन्धः पृथिव्यां च तेजश्चास्मि विभावसौ जीवनं सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु.
Very nice. Good job. And in this verse, what does Krishna list as those?
He says that he's the original fragrance of the earth, the heat and fire. He is the penances in all aesthetics, and he is the life of all that lives.
So totally 3 in this verse, correct? Is that right?
Maybe 4 because original fragrance, heat and fire, the life of all that lives.
Heat and fire. Yes, 4. Sorry, I missed the heat and fire. Yeah, Punyogandha Prithviyamsha Tejastasmi Vivahasu Jivanam Sarvabhutetu Bhuteshu Tapaschasmi Tapasvishu. Yes, 4 in there. So 6 plus 4, 10. Right? Thank you very much. Good job. Next, we'll move on to Nivan.
Bijamam sarvabhutanam vidipata sanatanam buddhimatamasmi tejasvinamaham. Here he's saying like he's the seed of all life, like living entities, and he's like the intelligent of the intelligence, and he is the like the power of all men.
Awesome. So how many did we get here?
3.
3. So totally how many so far?
13.
Thank
13.
you. All right. Now let's move on to the next verse, which is chapter 10, text 20. Who knows this? Not Nivan again. Yes, Shrika. Thank you. Go ahead, Shrika.
अहम् आत्मा गुडाकेश सर्वभूतशया स्थितः अहम् आदिश्च मध्यं च भूतानामन्त एव च. So in this verse, Krishna is saying that Arjuna is the conqueror of ignorance, and he had a special power to keep him awake, which is known as Paramatma. And then
No. It has nothing to do with being Paramatma. Arjuna's being.
Oh, right.
Arjuna is called as Gudakesha because he conquered sleep and conquered ignorance. And Krishna is using that reference to Arjuna to inspire him, to remind him of his great talent and ability, because Arjuna was in the mood of sadness, in the mood of depression. So Krishna is saying, hey, Gudakesha, meaning, hey, the person who has conquered sleep is reminding Arjuna of his great qualities. But the subject matter continues with the theme of where Krishna is everywhere. So he's saying, hey, Gudakesha, I am the soul in every living entity. Right? Okay, keep going, Shrika.
Yeah, Paramatma is the super soul, and then he says, I am the super soul. And then he said he's seated in our hearts, meaning he's very close to us. And he's also seated in all living entities. So he's also in plants and animals. So that means we should treat them right. And then he says he's the middle and ending of all beings, which can mean, the cycle of life, but it also means that he's there maintaining our lives and he's consistent throughout our lives.
Awesome. That's wonderful term. That last line that you said about his consistent throughout our existence and life is beautiful. Very nice. So how many did we learn in this verse? One is he's the Paramatma, he's the maintainer. And if you count each one of them as one, there's going to be four in this, right? Maintainer, creator, and destroyer. Isn't that right? Beginning, no, he's the beginning, he's the middle, and the end. So three aspects there, plus is the Paramatma seated in everyone's heart. So four. So how many did we have till now?
17.
13 plus 4, 17. Very nice. Okay. Now, any questions on these verses that we did so far? Is everybody clear? And are you all experiencing remembering Krishna more than before? What do you want? What do you all think? Or is it just like, no, it's the same for us? What do you all think? If I call out your names, can you like tell me how it is making your life different now? Let's say I'll randomly call out people's names. So Preet, yes, please tell us.
I've started to like remember Krishna more, I feel like, compared to like before. Like I've started chanting like Hare Krishna like ever since I learned these verses.
Ah, very nice, beta. That's so good. See, that's the transformation we want to see because these are not just informational, right? Information meaning collecting facts and keeping them. But what does spiritual knowledge do? Spiritual knowledge transforms our heart. That and transformation is through our actions, through the new habits that we build, through the choices that we make. How are our choices different now from before having seek this knowledge? Give me 1 second. I'm getting a sneeze. Excuse me. All right, I'm back. So, and Supreet is nicely demonstrating that he, after hearing these verses and given the opportunity of remembering Krishna more and having known the facts that Krishna is the cause of all causes and he is around us everywhere, he's reminded of being Krishna conscious and therefore he's chosen to chant. Right? What about you, Dhatri? Has it changed in any way? It's okay, even if it did not change, don't feel shy, but then we will try to attempt to remember Krishna more. And that happens when we open this verse every day, do our homework, and then makes us more conscious. What do you think, Dhat?
Yeah, I definitely remembered Krishna a lot more because like when I just saw like spiders or like little critters around the house, I didn't want to kill them because I knew like Krishna was in their hearts. So like I like took a tissue and I put them outside and I like remember thinking, oh yeah, I remember Krishna's in their heart, so I shouldn't kill them because they're
Nice.
not even harming me at all.
Very nice. Thank you for the transformation. Yes, Vedang.
Uh, I don't really understand. Like, if even people like, even if we don't acknowledge Krishna at all, sunlight, moonshine, taste of water will all remain the same, regardless if you remember Krishna or not. So I don't really get, why is there such a big emphasis on that? I know like remembering Krishna and stuff, but why do we want to remember Krishna? Because even if we don't know him at all, there's probably 1 billion 1.5 billion Hindus. That means the rest of the world is not Hindu. They don't know Krishna. They don't regard him at all, but they still get the same stuff that we do, right? Even as Krishna followers. So there's no like perceived benefit of remembering Krishna. There's nothing that you get out of it. And like, so what is the big deal of remembering Krishna?
Very, very nice and intelligent question. So, isn't it such a practical question that Vedang is asking? Like, why? What is the big deal of remembering Krishna? Why are we making this a big deal? It is for our own benefit. And some benefits are not as tangible because we are not intelligent to see those tangible benefits. Krishna is our supreme father, and Krishna is our benefactor. Krishna is our well wisher. Krishna is our best friend. We are in the wrong place for the nature of our existence. We are naturally going to be happy just like a fish. When you take a fish out of water, Now, all of you all, please pay attention to this discussion. It's very important that we are convinced about what we are doing. When we take a fish out of water and put it on a golden plate because we consider gold is the most expensive, or whatever you think, a beautiful glass bowl that you bought, an expensive bowl, and just put it in that, will that fish be happy?
Oh,
It will not. Why? Because its natural position is to live in water. Only when you put it in water back, regardless of how expensive or how nicely food you give, expensive food you gave, you put it in the most expensive house, in the most expensive bed, and tell, hey, you have everything expensive around you. You have the best things around you. Why are you not happy? It will not be happy because its natural inclination, or it's made only to be in water. And fish is going to be happy in water. Similarly, all of us are not meant to be in this world, which is temporary. We might be thinking this world is very nice, it's very happy, I don't see any problem. Why are they thinking that is not the place, it's temporary? It is because we have only experienced part of the whole life that we have further. And we have not remembered all the hardships that we have had. Even as a child, you might have had hardships. Even in the womb of mother, we have hardships. Even in our previous lives, we have had hardships. We do not have visibility, we do not have memory of all the hardships that we have gone through and the hardships that we'll come across. Now, one might say, why are you focusing on hardships? Why are you being so pessimistic? Why are you being so making us scared and worried and think about all the negative things in our life? But the fact of life is, these are not negative things and this is not pessimistic thing. It's realistic. There's something called realistic. And to explain these realistic facts of any living entity's existence, every living entity is born, every living entity grows, every living entity becomes old, and every living entity dies. Regardless of whether we understand the other three things, death is definitely a fearful and scary thing, isn't it? For all of us, whether it is about our own death, or it's about the death of people whom we love, or the death of people whom we don't know also. Even if you hear about, oh, hurricane destroyed so many people, we don't even know who those people are. But are you not worried and concerned and feel empathy for them?
yeah.
Is that not a stressful and a moment that you want to avoid in life? So, people who don't know Krishna might not be thinking about Krishna, but people who know about Krishna, by knowing more about him, by remembering more about him, we are enhancing our existence better, and we are able to relieve ourselves from this temporary material life, which is a very lofty goal, which is actually an intangible goal. Our goal is to be in a place of permanent bliss. And for that, it doesn't mean you have to be worried and you have to be thinking that, oh, this place is a place of misery, so I have to think about Krishna. That is not the mood with which we want to remember Krishna. First of all, we want to remember Krishna because he is providing us with all such wonderful things because of which we're able to exist so beautifully. Don't we want to be thankful to the creator by knowing who it is, or you want to just be ignorant and careless and thankless and regardless for the people who are doing things for us? Even when we go to a restaurant, you pay for the food, but you always feel that I should be this person who served food to me was very nice, so I want to give him some gratuity or some tip, isn't it? Why? Because that is a gesture of showing thankfulness. Now, that is because you see that person coming and serving you, and therefore you want to show him gratitude and thankfulness. But this person who's doing for us and who's being with us all along, not knowing about him is, first of all, most unfortunate thing. So you're talking about people who don't know about Krishna. Those people are unfortunate, and those people are the people who have got this question as to why does it matter to remember about Krishna, and have not understood why it is important to think about Krishna. And they have lost the opportunity to hear about Krishna, and eventually they have landed in a life, in a situation where they will not be given opportunity to know about Krishna. But the good news is, if they're following any faith, be it Christianity, Judaism, or Islam, or any faith, as long as they're being thankful to something divine, even if it is not Krishna, as long as they're being thankful and grateful to something divine, then they're elevating their opportunities to eventually one day come to know about Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Oh, so does that mean like even if somebody who believes in Jesus or like Muhammad, they can also they can also be like saved by Krishna, right?
Of course, if they follow their religion and their faith to the dot. As Krishna says, he can be called by different names, but the divine entity is one. However, we as humans, when we follow a path, we try to customize it based on our limited understanding, and we try to exploit it for our selfishness,
I
and
see.
and, and removing the divine element completely out of the picture. The purpose of religion is to be submissive to something divine, not submissive in the mood of slavery, but in the mood of love.
That makes a lot of sense. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. So when we submit, when we are submissive in the mood of love to something divine, then that divinity will help us gradually elevate our consciousness and then understand things as they are. We might not understand. Yeah, how does it help by remembering Krishna? I didn't even see Krishna. What the heck? Why should I remember Krishna? But we have to start in a very low level, just for the fact we're all intelligent enough to understand that we have to be thankful to the people and the resources around us, and that is the fundamental principle with which we start. It's a mode of thankfulness, it's a mode of gratefulness. Let's just start with that, nothing more or less. Got it, Vedang? All right, thank you. Nivan, you had your hand up, you had a question.
Oh no, I was just adding something. Like it's like we're going back to our like first house, right? Like our actual house. Like
Yes, there's more deeper philosophy into it, more meaning and more understanding, deeper discussion that we can do. That we were living in one big kingdom where we were happily and willingly and blissfully serving that supreme father of ours. Serving doesn't mean I'm a servant. Serving means exchanging relationship. Like a child, when he goes and offers a glass of water to the father, does it mean he's a servant to the father? The father is giving to the father because he loves his dad. To a mother, when we give, it's not because, oh, I'm being a slave to my mom, therefore I'm doing it. No, it's because I love my mom. And because she does so much for me, or because he does so much for me, I want to reciprocate with genuine love. It's be genuine. It's not be forced. Again, nothing here should be forced. But why are these verses being discussed? Because these will help us remember Krishna. And by remembering Krishna, eventually we'll know more about him and eventually we'll feel like serving him willfully. That is the goal. And Krishna doesn't like if somebody serves him by force. He wants us to serve him willfully. So very nice point. We're all with Krishna. We all are brothers and sisters. We all are one family with one father, one supreme father. However, we thought, oh no, I want to be something. I want to be myself a lord. I don't want to be under this lord. Something like that. We thought something in those lines, not exactly like that. Something in the line. Why should I listen, or why should I? Even a tinge of such thought says, okay, Krishna is able to hear our thoughts because he's in our heart. I cannot hear what's happening in Vedang's heart right now. I don't know if he understood or is convinced, but I do not know. But Krishna can hear. Because Krishna tells in chapter 10, text 20, I'm seated in everyone's heart as the soul or super soul. Correct? So Krishna can hear. So as soon as he hears, he says, hey, Vedang, Aruna, Datri, Shrika, everyone here. I have a material world for you all to go figure out if you all can be the lords of yourself and the world that you live. And that is the struggle we all are having now. We're trying to be the boss. We're trying to enjoy. We're trying to see how everything can be for my happiness. Isn't it? The moment we think that something or some situation should be for my happiness, that means we are trying to lord over the things around us. Nothing wrong in taking the situation, in utilizing the facilities that are provided. But if we think, oh, I want to enjoy these facilities more, I want to enjoy these luxuries more, and our focus is only on that, then we will be stuck more and more and more, and we'll get farther and farther and farther away from Krishna. Of course, we should work for more luxuries, more facilities, but thinking that, oh, I want to make Krishna part of my life and do whatever is needed within my best, with my abilities that Krishna is given again. Ability also comes from Krishna. Right? So I think we can move on to the verse now. Okay, can somebody share the screen, please? Go to GitaWise.org and go to Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, text 21. So we have another new set of new points or new places that we can remember Krishna as to how he's manifesting. Who is sharing? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Is this the one, 10:21?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Now let's do this. Thank you, Vedang. Okay, so now repeat after me, Vedang. And then after that, Shrika will repeat. After that, Dhatri will repeat. And then after I finish 3 times, you all can take turns leading and repeating. Okay. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Jyotisam Raviram Shunam.
Jyotisham Ravir Amshuman.
Jyotisam Ravir Amsunam.
Amshuman.
Amsunam.
Man. There's an M.
Man. Oh.
Amshuman.
Amshuman.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Marichiram Marutam Asmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Naksha ar wait.
Nakshat
Nakshatran Tanam Aham Sasi.
Nakshatranam. See, there are 2 N's, right? There's one N with just nothing and one N with a dot below it, correct?
Yeah.
So the second N is like ana. It's not like na, it's ana. So Nakshatranam aham Shashi. A subtle difference in the pronunciation.
Nakshatranaham Aham Sasi.
Let's do just Nakshatranam.
Nakshatranam
Aham Shashi.
Aham Sashi.
Awesome. Good job.
Okay.
Now, let's move on to Shrika. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Marichir Marutamashmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Very nice. Dhatri. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nice. Now you can lead Dhatri and somebody else repeat. All of you take turns and let's do it fast. Let's not lose time in between or taking turns.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam
Adityanam
aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Jyotisham Ravir Anshuman.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Mariche Marutam Ashmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shasi. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Ravir Amshuman.
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Marichir Marutam Ashmi.
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi. आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
आदित्यानामहं विष्णु
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
Adityanam aham Vishnur.
ज्योतिषं रविरंशुमान्
Jyotisam Raviram Suman.
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
Marichir Manutam Asmi.
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
Nakshatranam aham Sasi. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
Jyotisam Raviram Suman.
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
Marichir Marutam Asmi.
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
Nakshar uh, Nakshatranam aham Sasi.
नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि
Can
आदित्यानां
everybody repeat, please? Why are some of you not just staring at the screen? You're on mute, I know, but you still should be repeating, correct? So please, everyone, focus here. Don't have any other screens open. It should be only this class screen. That's all. No other chatting or doing stuff with others. I can tell based on your eyes if you are focusing on the class or you're doing something else. So I want everybody to be attentive and use this time exclusively only for this class. And you all should be repeating this verse. It's very important. Okay? Go ahead, Vedang. No, Vedang finished, I think. Who's going to do now?
It's me, auntie.
Go ahead, beta.
आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि
नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
Nishka, please turn on your camera. Okay, go ahead.
आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुतामस्मि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
Sloka, please repeat too. I want to see you repeating, though you're on mute. Okay?
आदित्यानामहं विष्णुर्
आदित्यम् अहं विष्णुर्
ज्योतिषां रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषं रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुताम् अस्मि
मच्चिर्मरितम् अस्मि
नक्षत्राणामहं शशि
नक्षत्रात् अहं शशि आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
Is everyone done?
आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
ज्योतिषं रविरंशुमान्
ज्योतिषं रविरंशुमान्
मरीचिर्मरुतम् अस्मि
मरीचिर्मरुताम् अस्मि
नक्षत्रात् अहं शशि
Nakshatranam. See, Nishka, when you pay attention when the class is going on, we will not make this mistake. So you have to be attentive in the class. Okay? So this verse we did 10 times till now with all the other people doing it. And if you are not telling it right, it's because we didn't pay attention. That's the whole thing, right? So please be attentive in the class. Nakshatranam. Vishka, repeat after me. Nakshatranam aham shashi.
नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि
Yes, you got it. Shloka?
नक्षत्राणाम् अहं शशि
Okay, you want to lead now, Shloka?
आदित्यानाम् अहं विष्णुर्
Everyone is done? Can I repeat after Shloka now? Everybody got their turn? Okay. Adityanam aham Vishnur.
Jyotisham Raviramshivam
Jyotisham Raviram Shuman.
Marichir Maritam Asmi
Marichir Marutamasmi.
Nakshatranam Aham Shashi.
Nakshatranam aham Shashi. Thank you. So now this might get boring for us when others are leading and we have to repeat or we are not participating. The secret to overcome boredom is to engage in what you're doing. Engage with your mind and heart. If you don't engage your mind into it, it'll get boring. And it should be from the beginning. If you are not engaged from the beginning and the middle you try to engage, you cannot understand. So Bhagavad Gita, you can make benefit out of these classes. First thing, you have to be consistent to these classes. Be regular. Come every week. And then once you join the class, be attentive. These two things you do, then it will not be boring for you all, boys and girls. Please trust me and please understand the importance of these classes. Don't think that you are doing it because somebody is telling you or you are just coming even though you don't like. We shouldn't do that. We have to understand the importance of these classes. It's important knowledge. It's ultimately, unless we do this, we cannot really achieve the purpose of our human existence. That is the real goal for all of us. You all have so many purposes. You all have exams. You all have so many other things that you do. But please remember that this knowledge, you have to take some or the other. If not this life, in some other life, you have to take it. And you have to understand this knowledge. If you want to keep postponing by being lazy, procrastinating, and being disengaged in this class, then you are postponing many lifetimes. You see so many, see the proof that there are many lives for us. Can you stop the screen? Stop sharing the screen for a minute, Vedang. I want to ask you all and discuss with you all. What is the proof that we had many lives in the past and we'll have many lives in the future? By just looking around, well, how can you tell that? It's not a myth. It's not something which is fictitious that we'll have another life and we had another life. It's not. It is fact. But how do you explain that? Yes, Nivan.
The like the Shastras say that we have past lives.
Shastras is books. I mean, you have to read from book, but our intelligence, when we look around, you see so many living entities, isn't it? You see a mosquito, you see a dog, you see a cat, you see an elephant. When you go to zoo, you see different types of living entities. There's so many under the sea which we have not known. Even among humans, there are some people very rich, some people poor, some people beautiful, some people not so beautiful, some people intelligent, some people not so intelligent, some people powerful, some people not so powerful, some people healthy, some people not so healthy. Why is all these differences there then? If there was no life in the past and if there's no life in the future, everybody should have been same, right? All living entities should have been same. Why is that there are different living entities? Why is that there are different opportunities for different living entities? Yes, Nishka.
Maybe because what they did in their past life is now like telling what they're gonna do in their other life.
Exactly. So there is something with reference to the past that today we see what we are seeing. Even with reference to future, for the future is what with reference to what we do today. That is fundamental. That's a very basic logical explanation that yes, there is something that is beyond this life, and that is something which I have to think about and act wisely. It doesn't mean you all have to get sentimental and worried, but just show interest in this. That's what I'm trying to say. Show interest in this. Don't be disengaged. Don't start yawning and think, oh my God, when will this class get over? You should be like, wow, this is so beautiful. Now, what does Krishna say? Where else is he going to be there? He already listed 17 places. Now, what else? Where else is he? What other possibilities are there for him to exist? We have listed almost everything. Where else is he there? That should be the curiosity. Okay. Now, let's move to the translation. Vedang, please share your screen. Okay, in this translation, what does Lord Krishna say? Of the Adityas, I am Vishnu. So note them down. There are again, how many things is he telling? One thing is, Of the Adityas, I am Vishnu. Of lights, I am the radiant sun. Of the Maruts, I am Marichi. And among stars, I am the moon. So four items he's listed. Now he's listing how he is a predominant personality among a group of things. For example, he's talking about Vishnus, of Adityas. Who are Adityas? One might say Aditya is sun god, but there is Adityas, are another set of celestial entities who are children of sage Kashyapa and Aditi, who are great austere people. They were actually created by Lord Brahma. One of the generations after Swayambhuva Manu, they were created for procreation. So when Aditi and Kashyapa, they had children, they are called Adityas, and among them, these are great personalities. Among them, he's saying Vishnu is the best. Therefore, he's saying, I am Vishnu. And how is he Vishnu? Because you all know the pastime and the avatar of Vamandev. Vamandev is direct incarnation of Lord Shri Krishna. Vamandev is the one who actually incarnates as a dwarf little boy, Brahmana, and then he goes asking to Bali Maharaj for 3 feet of land. Remember this pastime? And then he deprives Bali Maharaj of everything. And when Bali Maharaj, where is my third step? When he asks, Bali Maharaj says, I have nothing else left. You put your head on your foot on my head. And that's how Bali Maharaj was conquered in terms of material opulence. Of course, Bali Maharaj was a great devotee. So in terms of material opulence, he was conquered by Vamandev. And therefore, that Vamandev who appeared as the son of Aditi and Kashyapa, he is Vishnu, none other than Vishnu. So he's saying among Adityas, among all the sons, and the great personalities who are the sons of Aditi and Kashyapa, I am Vishnu. Meaning, among great things, he's again the greatest. That is the essence he's trying to put here in these verses. Because all sons of Aditi and Kashyapa are great. But among them also, he is the greatest. That's one set. That is one point. The next point, of lights, I am the radiant sun. So we see light. And among all of them, I mean, of course, all sources of light come from sun. But now he's saying, I'm sun himself. Initially, he told, I'm sunlight. Now he's saying, I'm sun himself. The third point he's saying is about Maruts. I am Marichi. These Maruts are again different types of winds. Have we experienced different types of winds? What are they? In our terminology, what are the different types of winds that we experienced?
Like light breeze, strong winds, medium winds, like.
Yes. So there are not only winds in this material planet, but there is some type of winds that is flowing in the universe, which we are not aware. Just because science does not explain to us those winds, it doesn't mean they don't exist. But what Shastras is saying is, at the time of creation, there are different types of winds that are flowing across in the entire creation between universes and in each universe too. And there are 49 types of winds. And these winds are called Maruts. Okay. And among the Maruts, the chief wind is known as Parivaha or Marichi. So he is the opulence of wind. He's expanding. He's appearing as that wind opulence or vibhuti known as Marichi. So among winds, he is Marichi. And then finally he's coming and he's saying, among the stars, I am the moon. Now, you all help me understand this. This is straightforward, right? Now somebody tell me what this means. Yeah, Nishka?
So so he's saying that out of all the stars, he's the moon because like the moon is one of the most important things to the earth.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Nivan?
He's like the moon is like the main part of the sky when you look at the night, right? Mostly, right? So that's why it's like the brightest, like the most
right, brightest, yes. Very nice. Yeah, both Nishka
Most
and you
important.
told it right. So basically at night times, the sky is lit by stars and moon, right? And therefore he's saying, I am the moon among all the night lighting stars. So again, is the best among the best. So we got how many from this verse today? 4. Yeah. So totally how many now? How many do
21.
we have totally now?
21.
Very nice. You can stop sharing the screen now. Thank you, Vedang. So we have 10 more minutes. You all tell me what we should discuss now. I want you all to, it's a free floor now. You all can ask any questions or tell me, Auntie, shall we play a game? You have any game in mind which we all can do? Some fun game?